Okay, so in this little video, we're going to review what we learned on Wednesday, and that's where we have polynomials, and we're either going to add or subtract them. And so what you have to do is you have to look for your like terms. So let's look at number one. It's adding, so it makes it easier if it's adding. So I have a 4y, and I have a negative 7y. So 4 plus negative 7 gives me negative 3y. And then I have a 5 and plus negative 1. So 5 plus a negative 1 gives me a positive 4. So since it's positive, it's going to be plus. So we're adding our like terms. Now, if you have one that's subtracting, like number 2, what you have to do is you have to change the second one. So you're going to change this one. So the first one I'm going to copy, negative x squared plus 3x. This one I have to change the signs. So the 5 becomes minus 5x, and the 2 becomes minus 2x squared. Now we have to see which ones are the same term. So we have an x squared and x squared. So this is really like saying negative 1 and negative 2. So a negative 1 and a negative 2 gives me negative 3x squared. Then I have 3x and a minus 5x. So 3 minus 5 gives me negative 2x. And since it's negative, that's a minus there. And that would be my answer. Okay, let's look at the next one. It's also a subtracting, so that means I have to change the second one. I can copy the first. And now I'm going to change this. So this 2 is going to become minus 2k. And the 3, so I have to change this one and this one, is going to be minus 3. Now I look at my like terms. I have 4k squared. There's no other k squared, so that one I can copy because it's by itself. Then I have 8k minus 2k. So 8 minus 2 is positive 6k. And then I have 2 minus 3. So I have 2 minus 3 is negative 1. And that's my answer. All right, let's look at the next one. This one is a plus, so it makes it easier. We don't have to change anything. So I have 2m squared and 1m squared. So 2 and 1 gives me 3m squared. Then I have 6m minus 5m. So 6 minus 5 gives me positive 1m. And then the last thing I have is this thing, and it doesn't have anything to go with, so I just copy it down, plus 7. All right, let's look at the next one. If you notice here, it's a subtraction. So it means I got to change everything in the second one. I'm going to change this one to a minus. So it's minus 7a squared. And then I'm going to change this one, but 2 negatives make a plus 7a. And I'm going to change this one, so it's going to be minus 5. So now I'm looking for my like terms. I have a squared and here, so 5 minus 7 is negative 2a squared. And then I have 6a plus 7a, so that's plus 13a. And then finally, my constant, I have a 2 minus a 5. So 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Okay, our very last one, for example, is a plus, so I don't have to change anything. So I just have to find my like terms. So I have negative 4 and positive 1. So a negative 4 and a positive 1 give me a negative 3p squared. And then for my next term, I have negative 1p plus 3p. So negative 1 plus 3 gives me 2p. And my last one, I have a 9 minus 1, which gives me a positive 8. And that's how you're going to add and subtract like terms and add and subtract polynomials. So now that you watch that, go ahead and try the problems underneath.